Alright, this is just obviously potatoes that I've just sliced roughly. They're cooked, roast potatoes. There's a little bit of paprika, parsley and salt and pepper, that's all. And just a sprinkle of olive oil in their cooking process. What we're going to do now, this is just a version, not the ultimate version, but a version of like a potato bake. So I'm now going to put a little bit of cream over the top. This is just thickened cream. You can just use normal cream, but this was on special, so that's what I'm using.
So you don't use rice cream?
Now you can use rice cream, but only in curries apparently. So this is about 300 milliliter, sorry, which is in pound. I haven't got a clue. Okay, so that's a bit of cream. I'm going to use a little bit of dried onion or shallots. That's what they are, as you can see. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of these over the top. Just add a bit of onion flavour to the process as well. Alright, that should do. Now I'm going to put, I was going to use fresh garlic, but I've got some minced garlic and I'm just going to put dabs all around it, so it's pretty good that way. Just a sec. Alright, so I'm just going to put, I don't know how much garlic I'm putting in there. I love garlic, so probably 2 or 3 teaspoons all up. Like I say, I normally use fresh garlic, but I've had this in that fridge for about a month and I need to use it. Now on top of this, I'm going to grate cheese. It's just cheddar cheese. And how much do I put on? Well, when I think it's enough, I'll stop. But there's a fair bit of cheese going on. As you can see. Nearly there, just a bit more. Why? Because I like cheese, I'll do it for that. There's something else I'm going to put on. Fresh mushrooms were a bit expensive this week, about $15 a kilo. So I bought a tin of sliced mushrooms. And again, I love mushrooms as well. A couple trying to get away. I'm just going to move that out of the way just for a second. Because of course what's going in there as well is bacon. No hard and fast rule, no hard and fast size, whatever you decide. It's about 4 or 5 rashers of loin bacon, so it's good quality bacon. Okay, I'm just going to mix that so it pulls apart because there were layers of them. I'm just breaking it up just into 1 or 2 layers at a time. Now we're going to put this sprinkled across the top. Is your mouth watering yet? Mine is. Now the potatoes were cooked by themselves in olive oil, a bit of salt, pepper and a little bit of paprika for about 40 minutes at about 200 degrees Celsius, which is something in Fahrenheit. Make sure you work that out. Alright, so the other thing I'm going to put on top of this now is probably a little bit of paprika. It'll give it that, I mean, bacon in it's going to be smoky flavoured anyway to a certain extent. But I'm just going to add another layer. There's already a little bit of paprika that went on the potatoes. And if you like paprika, like I do, we're quite generous with it. But the last thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit of cracked black pepper. Because I love cracked black pepper. Again, not too much, but enough to give it that little kick of pepper. Now I don't put any salt in most of my cooking anyway, but in this particular case, I'm not going to do it because you've got the bacon, which is going to be quite salty anyway. So this is going back in the oven on about 200 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes. It'll depend what it looks like, whether I give it a bit longer than that, but I'll let you know.
Or more cheese.
Well, I'm going to put a little bit more cheese on now that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I could see you saying there's not enough cheese on that. Well, there is, but we do like cheese. There's probably about, and I'm guessing, 4 to 5 ounces of cheese altogether that's gone in there. I am guessing, but that's what I'm going to do. So give me about 15 to 20 minutes and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like now, and by the magic of television. Okay, that's about between 15 and 20 minutes. We put that back in the oven, so this is ready to go. That cream, my goodness. Get a spoon to get some more of that on. Do you want more or tell me stuff?
That's heaps. Yeah.
Okay. What we're going to do is put a little bit sour cream, just because we can and we like it, just across the top. Going to be enough for you, dear?
Yes, yum.
And cut out a little bit of fresh tomato up. Can go on top. That'll go well as with the flavours. That should do it. So basically what we have here, and I'm going to get a little ladle because I want a bit of extra cream that's floating around in the pan. So what I'm going to do is just carefully tip this down. Bit extra cream on top. Cream and cheese actually. Have a little bit of fresh bread with that, and that is our dinner for the tonight. So that is a potato bake of sorts with potatoes, mushrooms, bacon, cheese, cream and paprika and other stuff you saw during the video. So if you like it, give it a go. If you don't, well, I'm going to eat it anyway.